Hey guys, Thomas Jr. here, aka Mustached. I'm here to review The Exorcism of Anna Ecklund, and I hope I pronounced that name right. Apparently, this is based on a true story. I'm not sure about that whole thing about when movies claim that, so I don't know. I'm not, we've had our fair share of exorcism movie reviews. The last one I reviewed really spent a lot of its assets pretty early on, and at the beginning of the movie I was a bit worried, as the movie does open up and it does take a bit of a pacing issue where the character Anna is possessed at the very beginning, so we don't really get to know her as a character, which is unfortunate. I feel like that is something that has sort of been missing in a lot of these exorcism movies. Like, well, I don't know who this woman was until like later on, so it's hard for me to get attached to this kind of character, and you sort of have to get attached to the priest because that's who we are mainly following. And he seems pretty casual at the beginning. He's doing his pretty mundane ritual as he sees this girl, and he's trying to help the husband, who is just there helping her, just sort of in the background. He doesn't really do much in the movie. At least I don't remember him doing much in the movie. So a lot of this movie is pretty slowly paced, but I think at the middle things do pick up a little bit as we get our typical, the priest finally gets serious. You have the girl cursing and she's saying all this stuff, and the priest finally gets assistance from this other, more advanced priest, and they have these three female nuns with them as well, and they're doing their thing, and she sort of like takes on the priest, and and they're still like doing their prayer stuff, and uh, it gets a bit more intense. Like the guy actually starts to like really put power in, like, uh, that sort of umph that you see in like some of the earlier exorcism movies, and then they finally like push the demon out, or demons I should say, and apparently they find new host in the three nuns, and apparently this girl, as they've been saying in the movie throughout, has been known to have these healing powers. And so this is where the movie takes a different turn from most exorcism movies, where these three nuns are possessed, and then it's sort of up to her to help them now, and then she uses her healing hands, or whatever you want to call them, to help the three nuns out. And it's weird because they use like all these like, uh, the priest sort of like takes one out. Like it looks like they're trying to really harm these nuns, and it's pretty weird. But it was a bit different. So in that sense, like through the midway to like end was a bit more of an acceptable movie for me. I would have hoped that the beginning could have been a bit more better. Like I said, getting to know more of who Anna is as a character in the movie. Um, just seeing a bit more of that. It does happen a little bit in the middle, but you don't get too much. It's just like a quick little. It's either like a flashback or like a video or something. I forget which one it was, but it's a pretty short scene. She's just like plowing, uh, watering flowers, and then it's pretty short. And then at the end, you get like a little bit of what her, like. She's like, "Oh, I understand what my purpose is after the demons are out," and so her character, like I said, you don't get to really know her too much, and in that sense, the movie, it struggles through the beginning section, and then sort of halfway through, it sort of picks up a little bit. So I think the best score to give this movie is a 5 out of 10. I feel like half of this movie was pretty weak. Your pretty casual movie, and the characters weren't really that strong, and it was sort of boring, and things started to pick up, and then the exorcism was happening, and I was like, okay, I see where I can sort of lift my head up a bit and pay attention, and then the possession changes to the nuns, and you're like, okay, this is a bit different, so that's interesting. So yeah, this movie's interesting in the latter half of the movie, and I think that's about it. So, with that being said, this has been Thomas Cecilia Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.